Hello ANC, welcome back guys. Today we are starting a new story, The Musketeers' Secret Girlfriends, written by Evan_FTW. Please support author and link is in the description, so let's begin. The Three Musketeers can be immature ASSHT, 1-2, we start in what seems to be another day for Class 1A. In total has been 7 months since Izuku and Class 1A mopped the country of the villain threat that was AFO and the LOV finally letting this guys take a rest. To be more specific, Izuku could finally take a rest, and as response of this he asked for one thing in particular. Nizu, you sure you won't be more comfortable with them? Izuku, yeah I know it's been like 7 months and all, but I prefer to use the favor now, plus I can use the play to rest and train at the same time. Nizu, well I can arrange some papers also, you seem quite tired. Midoriya been working a lot. Izuku, every day closer to 100% is the most I can do apart from studying and well talking to them. Nizu, I heard about it, they do seem to miss you. Izuku, wait what? But how? He says, genuinely confused. Nizu, they don't call me the rat god for no reason, you know. Izuku, yay, I forgot that title to be honest. Nizu, now. Would you like them to stay there with you? Izuku, can the favor grow a bit more? Nizu, grow to what? Intrigued by this Izuku, can the other members of the Three Musketeers be there? Nizu, sure. Izuku. Really? Is that easy? Nizu, Midoriya, of all the first years UA has ever had, yours is one of the most hardworking, just behind All Mights, so I hope you do get the fact that a rest isn't bad for all of you. You fought at least 6 different villain attacks, suffered a betrayal, almost lost one of yours, fought a literal army of villains, faced a villain that inflicted so much fear on this world that we were left on our own, and you of all of the class has shattered into pieces just like my Swiss cheese after a couple of bites. Izuku, how the F do you devour your cheese for it to end like my arms? Nizu, it's a metaphor. Midoriya, Izuku, still though is the weirdest example I've ever seen, so how? Nizu, just never mind it and go get your friends to know this, we'll tell you later when the house will be ready. Izuku, hi, he says as he starts to walk away towards the dorms. Good day, principal. Nizu, have a good day. Midoriya, he sighs, have a good day. Nizu, hope no one asks me where their pay of the week is going this time. The notification then opens revealing a YouTube stream about to start. Oh, be precise. The small shark stream who was about to get addicted to DMKagain. Izuku on the other hand is making his way to the dorms when he gets a message from one of his classmates which makes him sigh as he opens the message and look at it. Muslim Tsundra nerd, where the F are you? Jelly Bones, I just talked to Nizu about a favor I had with him and is the jackpot for all 3 of us. Where are you getting at? Kinda got a house for all 3 of us and for them to stay nanny. But how? Is called favors. BITCH. Okay, I guess I'll believe you. WDYM, I guess. Don't worry UF, just get here and let's talk it with Shoto. Why do you call him by his name? Do you not remember what happened last time I called him, to do traumas? Oh yeah, she almost killed you. Yeah no SHT, now see you in a bit. See you. Izuku, sigh, how are we friends? Izuku continues walking to the dorms calmly and simply enjoying life at the moment, as before defeating AFO he simply couldn't do it even if he dreamed of it. He got really scared at one point. He started to put his mom and friends aside slowly until his confrontation came. He almost died multiple times, but luck was on his side when he was able to land the killing blow, getting rid of his biggest nightmare for once and using this past months to reconcile with everyone he put aside, especially 2 girls in particular. Once he got to the dorms, everyone turned to the door to see Izuku with a small sincere smile on his face while he seemed to be thinking about something which called the attention of everyone present. Mina, whoa, you seem happy. Midoriya. Izuku, huh? He looks at them. Kaminari, yeah, you've seen down recently, but look at my BOI. Smiling. Izuku, come on, is not that bad. Kirishima, yeah, but still is a smile from you. It's been a while. Izuku, guess you're right. Kirishima, also, Zero, stop smoking your weed. Zero, why should I? Izuku, Kirishima, we've been through this. He puts his hand on his shoulder. It will never work anyways. Where is Kaken? Bakugo, SCKA pages. Shoto, shut yo beach butt up. You're using F exploits and here I am playing all fair. Izuku, OFC, the two are fighting, he says looking down with a sweat drop. Bakugo, how am I the one doing wrong? And how do you call it fair to use F? Shoto, you are donig the gung ho explot shut. The hell. Up. Kaminari, wait, are they playing Cold War? Izuku, want them to play F Vanguard. Kaminari, yeah no, I did not have a good Vanguard experience so I refunded it first time refunding and it felt weird. Izuku goes to the guys to see them throwing hands like F idiots and simply stares at this. Bakugo, catch this hands beach. Throws a right hook. Shoto, stops it, you ain't sht throwing those hooks. Izuku, and you too ain't sht with me here, drops kicks both into the couch both ahfsht. Izuku, you two stop playing, we have sht to do. Shoto, wdym. Izuku, he stares at Bakugo who just looks away, you goddamn, we need to get some stuff and we kinds have to do something about the gifts for Christmas. Shoto goes pale for a second before regaining composure and look at Izuku, not believing him at first, so he checks his phone to see the date of the moment and see he may not be lying about it as he lays down his phone. Bakugo, gotta get dad a special gift. Shotoso, have the best you can. Shoto rolls his eyes from the comment ready to shank the man in front of him but stops himself as he sighs angrily knowing what he actually meant. Shoto, how much will it take us to get to a mall or somewhere to get some gifts? Izuku, we can go right now, we don't have classes today so moving right now isn't a bad choice is it? Shoto, not really. Bakugo, what the hell is with that doubt? Shoto, you do know who I'm getting something for right? Bakugo, whispers, you do know some sake and a surprise knock will do, right? He remembers what happened last time he went for a visit to his dad as he look away and only says, we do not worry about it, as he stands up and stretch while Bakugo just laughs about it while Izuku cover his eyes and chuckles. Just as the three were getting ready to leave for the store, a voice called out for one of them but it made all three turn towards it as they stare at a black-haired girl walking towards them for a second, surprising all of them before both Bakugo and Izuku look at each other telling something to each other with just their glance as they look back to Shoto who seems to be a bit dense about the situation but is just a bit of acting as he had already noticed that Momo Yaoyorozu had a face covered with a small blush and a flustered look. Izuku, Bakugo sad face, well this isn't ending good. Momo gets in front of him as she stares at Shoto for a second before speaking up. She clears her throat and only gets more flustered as Bakugo looks annoyed by this attempt of maturing from the girl while Izuku just tries to see the outcome for the girl and what she may do about this. Momo, hello there Todoroki. Shoto, hey. Momo, well you say wanted to talk to you about something. She has an obvious blush on her face as she starts to think on how to say it. Izuku's sad face, get to the point already. Bakugo sad face, f speak already. I got gifts to buy and the quicker I can get something for them the happier I will feel about myself. Momo, well you see I wanted to tell you. Bakugo sad face, for F's sakes you rich beach. Izuku's sad face, you gotta be shitting me. Shoto sad face, god not even when she wants to tease, dad wait I did not just call her that. Momo, I want you to know if you wanted to go on a date or maybe even something else. Shoto, may I ask why? Acting as dense as a black hole. Momo, well I am in love with you. Shoto, it all falls in silence as everyone turns to the Three Musketeers and Momoas. Most of them look at this in shock as most of the girls can't believe she went ahead and said this in front of everyone with no problem. Izuku didn't know what to say at the moment while Bakugo sighs angrily. Bakugo, can you finally answer so we can leave? Izuku, Jesus Christ chill. Trying to not laugh in cruelty. Bakugo, no you chill UF. Look at yourself. Izuku, sorry but I think I finally understand the why he used to laugh about that. Bakugo, f off. Why bring him up of anyone? Icy hot f answer please. Shoto, can I not have my own dramatic moment you pieces of sht? He clears his throat anyways let's do it. He takes some air, no I'm not dealing with this, I feel I can but no, I don't feel the same yada yada. I think you know how a rejection works, right? Izuku, slowly breaking, oh no, Bakugo, Jesus Christo that must hurt. He hits Izuku with his elbow, comment nerd, this is a bit worse than you think. Izuku, but I can't. Bakugo, he sighs heavily, let's just go. this beaches are fuming already, so let's just go and do our SHT, Shoto. Okay, also we need to see what stores to go to buy the gifts because this will be a huge struggle if we don't think about it, Izuku. And we're gonna leave this here. Shoto, yes, Bakugo, you're so DMN cold, but I guess that's the only reason we're even friends. Shoto, yeah, no SHT. He starts to walk away. Genuinely do not think I will care about something I have no reason to care for, especially cause of my forging BOI at Class B. He loves you and has shown it many times. Talk to him or something. He will show you what I will never give you myself because I have no need to give you something others got in a deserved way. Izuku, Shoto, he look at him surprised because of what he said. You F your elf harder than you think. Shoto, don't care, Bakugo, that's my F idol. He says, pointing at Shoto with a small smirk. Izuku, DMN. He goes to Bakugo and whispers, and here I thought he was for having 3 girlfriends already made him an anime protagonist. Bakugo, F facts. He then starts to walk away with Izuku to reach Shoto without them knowing, or maybe knowing. A purple-haired girl was able to hear them and finds herself both confused but surprised getting to know this information. I'd be out for like 5 hours, maybe less or maybe even more, depends on the stores we go to. Don't even try to question the why he did this, the only answer you'll get is AF off, so let's go you 3 dumbass unless you all want to die. Izuku, God, we're terrible humans but we can't do much about it. Izuku stops as both Shoto and Bakugo realized something about his voice which also makes them stop as they look at his serious yet melancholic face as he thinks about his past for a second. Izuku, but after all we've lived through, I guess it makes sense. He then shakes his head as he brings a smile to his face. Well, see you all later and sorry for our attitude. The 3 then leave while each of them has a different facial expression present on their face, with Shoto showing sadness, Bakugo showing a curious yet agony-filled face, and Izuku showing a painful smile that makes everyone stay silent. Uraraka, what did Deku-kun meant there? Genuine worry is planted on her face. Jiro's sad face. I don't think I should tell them, I will just respect it for now unless is necessary, she says, showing worry. Momo's sad face just like that. She says, gripping her shirt with the 3. Izuku, Bakugo, sigh, yeah, we may have to tell them. Shoto, you also got that feeling? Bakugo, yeah, pussy think is for the better of the nerd. Shoto, wait, is something else wrong? Midoriya. Izuku, I told you to call me Izuku. Shoto, ye sorry, but what happened? Izuku, well, I think I'm failing them, you know. Really worried over me and all, but here I am and I haven't called them in a while, but I just can't stop thinking. Shoto, Izuku, Bakugo, Deku. Out of the 3 of us, you're the one who is able to contact their girlfriends with no sway, so don't let it get to you, okay? Make them happy and make yourself happy in this relationship. That is your biggest goal in your relationship with both, isn't it? Izuku, yeah, Bakugo, then stop bitching about you feeling like a failure and continue to love those 2 with all your heart. Shoto, who would have guessed you can give good advices? Bakugo, the hell does that mean? Izuku, here back to our regular schedule, and we end this part here. Yeah, I'm not saying who their girlfriends are for now as I want to keep it a bit as a surprise, but with some of the references I throw and all you may realize like is the case for that of Shoto, but it is obvious that they are Hololive members, not like I put it in the tags. No, tongue sticking out. I'm sorry if this seems like a weird first part, but I'm weird in many senses, so yeah, hope you all enjoy and CYA. The 3 Musketeers can be immature ASSHT, 2-2, Izuku, so what you getting to your dad? Shoto, God, IF hate both of you. Bakugo, love you too. Shoto, I was thinking some wine. Izuku, okay, going easy on her, huh? Shoto, can you let me finish? Izuku shuts up, I was thinking the wine, I could get her a soundboard and maybe get someone to help her write a new song. Bakugo, can't you do it? Shoto, sorry, ISCK added. Izuku, no. You do not lie about this. He says, pointing into his soul, you are the best singer out of all 3 of us, but you just don't want to. Shoto, but do I have to help her? Izuku and Bakugo stare at him for a solid 10 seconds, making Shoto uncomfortable while others around them look at this wondering what's happening. Izuku, Bakugo, you do know you're the only one that hasn't helped them on a song, right? Shoto, wait for real. Izuku, what do you mean for real? Bakugo, how are you trusted to take care of all 3 of them? He says, looking at the sky, obviously mad. Shoto, I'm not the F who confused his girlfriend with a 5-year-old when he went on his first date with her, am I? Bakugo, shut the hell up about it. Izuku, wait is not a joke. He says surprised Shoto, wah. Izuku, I thought it was a joke that he thought she was a 5-year-old just cause she's pet. A hand gets to Izuku's mouth as a demon-looking beach stares at him. Bakugo, finish that F word and I will commit genocide starting with your bitch ass by blowing your PP off. Bakugo, finish that F word and I will commit genocide starting with your bitch ass by blowing your PP off. Izuku, nods while sweating bullets. Why did I even thought of saying that? Shoto, for a moment I forgot how protective you are for her, but how do you deal when PPL just spam in her stream? Bakugo, you know how last time we fought the 0-pointer. Izuku, did you take it all out on it? Muffled as F. Bakugo, understood cause he can speak in funny mic, yeah, is that or take it out on you guys on training. He lets go of Izuku. Shoto, yeah no I would've fight back. Izuku, please do not start a fight in the DMN mall, he says so calmed yet filled of panic. Last time it happened we were almost thrown to prison, now Kaken what else are you buying? Bakugo, condoms. Everyone including the people around them hold in their laughter while some have a blush from embarrassment as they make the blind eye and start looking around a bit uncomfortable. Bakugo, like is not even a question for me. I have to, if not I will be a father too early in my life. Izuku, you do realize we're in public, right? Bakugo, yes and I have no shame to except I need to buy those condoms. Shoto, ha. Izuku, you are so shameless, he says laughing a bit. Bakugo, let's just go get the stuff. Also you still have more gifts to get, he points at Shoto. Shoto, oh I know, he cleans off a tear. The thing is getting a gift for the other two is a bit easier. Plus one of them is just happy with headpat still to know of a proper gift for her. I know I just need to go to KPF for the other one to be happy and finally use that discount ticket she gave me. Bakugo, bruh, how what about you Deku? Izuku, can you just call me by my name once? Bakugo, F no but what are you getting them? Izuku, I've been thinking about it for a while. I really don't know what could make both of them happy. Before you say it, yes I can get her on a Jirai which I could make but I think Shoto told me it wasn't good at all. Shoto, wait you mean when you made some? Izuku, yeah, Shoto, no that day I got sick because someone put sriracha inside of my onigiri and I ended up puking almost instantly. But F you Bakugo. Bakugo, smirking, love you too. Shoto, your mother doesn't love you. Bakugo, neither does yours. Izuku, okay you two will burn this place down if I don't calm you all down. Also I think you guys should send them a text about this and tell them about the news of what's happening. Bakugo, where is the house gonna be by the way? Izuku, near to Koba Beach, why? Bakugo, well DMN. Shoto, that's nice, but yeah we should, so what about her? Izuku, now she's the most difficult one, is not that she's one who wants one thing in specific but till though, I really hope I can get her what I need for her. Shoto, but what is it that you need? Izuku, well I really don't know what to get her in particular seriously I hate it but I just don't know what to get her. Shoto, should we expect her to kill you? Izuku, shut. Bakugo, now that I realized, you have a thing for felines. Izuku, no. Panic. Bakugo, yeah you do. Izuku, no. Bakugo, yeah think about it. Izuku, is just one. There's not much more. Bakugo, is due to your bitch ass she also loves cats, also you never explained me how both of you met. Izuku, oh meeting her was wild, there's a reason she has that nickname. Shoto, but how do you deal with it? Izuku, you do know I'm the one that helped her control it, right? Bakugo, is a fact everyone knows, still I'm amazed cause of the PP you were in middle school. Izuku, you catchin' hands next training UF, he said serious but obviously mad. Bakugo, try me beach. The three continued going throughout the stores getting more and more stuff, buying what they need for their gifts and making a pit stop at a peculiar restaurant where they were received in an impressive manner, especially Shoto who felt more uncomfortable than anything while his friends laughed and recorded him wanting to show it to a certain someone. As Izuku said, it took them around 6 hours of buying stuff and messing around because they may not show it but they care a lot for whatever they are to gift this girls, even if Bakugo is gifting his virginity or is he. Anyways the guys continue going around just looking at the stores when they send a message to some girls to then make their way to the dorms just being homies. And this way is by the three of them singing together as they make their way to UA in the car of Bakugo thing we forgot to mention last part but yeah, Bakugo has a car which is a Chevrolet Silverado, gotten due to some pays he got and may or may not have been stolen from a villain, but no one questioned it. Anyways, the guys continue going around just looking at the stores when they send a message to some girls to then make their way to the dorms just being homies, and this way is by the three of them singing together as they make their way to UA in Izuku. I'm still impressed you got this car to be able to drive in this place of all, Bakugo, UI it cause SI a Chevrolet, right? Izuku, well of course this is not sold so often in this country of all places, like think about it, when was the last time you saw one? Shoto, Izuku, that wasn't in a convention for vintage cars. Bakugo, yeah okay I see your point, play some SHT please, this is getting boring. Shoto, my turn on the AUX. Izuku, banger assured. He chuckles as he turns of the radio so Shoto can connect the Bluetooth. Shoto, he takes out his phone as he looks throughout his music list and selects one. Bakugo and Izuku see the name of a song and smile as the volume goes up. Bakugo, bad boy and I'm quite slick, see me doin' numbers and I'm gettin' rich, I'm a baby boy, need the cute SHT, laced it, don't tempt me with the broomstick, I'm a nut quick then I dip quick, pick my gold teeth with a diamond crusted toothpick, I'm a rich one, fine sin, with the coupon movin' to the futon, why she tryna taste it? Izuku, I'm a do SHT, Lentra made the beat hit, baby on his money, SHT. I'm not about them politics, I'm a go-getter, kinda like cheddar, also love feta but the bread a little better, I'm a flex off, Balenciaga tank top, watch me drip drop with my F in wrist watch, I'm a big cheese, you crumble like some feta with two beaches, might just call a double header. Shoto, I'm a think fast, never comin' last, goin' bar to bar with you, check the contract, I'm a take off, blast off, blow up like a Molotov, baby bar sound gone, be hard, but they hella soft, I'm a take the sale, so I learn from that then I turn it around, then I make a rack, I'm a cash that, course I went to math class. Add in all these zeros, yeah, only sit in first class, I'm a dip out, shoot in for the clout, always gotta pull out, yeah, baby never sell out, I'm a pipe down, like I'm Lil To do a 10K show, yeah, I'm out in Guangzhou, I'm a move slow, always for the dough, though eyes low, but I ain't tryna use my elbows, I'm a strike out, yeah I'm going all out. Baby only spend a couple bucks when I cash out. Bakugo, I'm a bad boy and I'm quite slick, see me doin' numbers and I'm gettin' rich, I'm a baby boy, need the cute SHT, laced it, don't tempt me with the broomstick, I'm a nut quick then I dip quick, pick my gold teeth with a diamond crusted toothpick, I'm a rich one, fine sin, with the coupon movin' to the futon, why she tryna taste it? Izuku, I'm a do SHT, Lentra made the beat hit, baby on his money, SHT. I'm not about them politics, I'm a go-getter, kinda like cheddar, also love feta but the bread a little better, I'm a flex off, Balenciaga tank top, watch me drip drop with my F in wrist watch, I'm a big cheese, you crumble like some feta with two beaches, might just call a double header. Shoto, I'm a do it like five alive, pool of money, let me die, pipe a fit thotty, yeah, even if she 45 I'm a fly out, LAX do a couple shows for a couple checks, man. I really think I'm effin', next I'm a splash, yeah, just like gravy, I'm a tie my shoes, and pipe your lady, I'm a tour the world. On my headline SHT, I'm a rule the world, trust me beach, I'm a cop SHT, gun SHT, pull up with the nerf, then I PP that. So you know I'm really gonna pop SHT, I'm a big boy, from the north, top 10, by myself west side, baby finally gettin' to his lands, I go so hard, yeah. Like every time it's directly correlated to the dimes, I'm a keep my name, till I'm dummy rich, yeah, no dollar, I'll never SWCH, I'm a, Izuku, oh we gotta start hanging out more and more nowadays. Bakugo, agree with the nerd. Izuku, great. Shoto, we're gonna be living under the same roof, so is good we have a better connection nowadays. Izuku, imagine our last year selves here in this situation. Bakugo, I would have pulled the e-brake already. Izuku, Shoto, facts. Once they got back to UA, the three continue speaking a bit as it had been a while since they hang out, just the three of them, because every time they try to, Kirishima or Ida is all of a sudden part of the group and is not the same chaotic energy that they usually have, even if the ones who join them can also get chaotic, but this three are the incarnation of chaos and offensive comments when they are alone, but this really didn't used to be the case as their friendship first started a bit forced. As they get to the dorms, Izuku's danger sense skyrockets the moment he looks at the door all of a sudden, so he kicks down the door, revealing Momo rushing at them while some of the girls are trying to stop her. Izuku, oh boy, she's a Yandere. Shoto, aren't you an expert on this kind of business? Izuku, yes, but I love said Yandere, and you rejected one, so no comparing me to you. Suddenly Bakugo throws a strong explosion, quickly knocking Momo back, almost knocking her out. Bakugo, plus isn't her case a bit different? This is just a beach. Izuku, back to the cruelty. He suddenly gets a phone notification and checks it. Hold on, what? Bakugo, what's wrong? Izuku, Edo Emugo said he talked to Nexu about it, now I'm scared. Bakugo, wait, how? Izuku, IDK. But this means they will get here sooner than expected. Shoto, oh boy, I am so dead. Mina, what is more worrying than what Momo just tried to do to you? She eyes as the girls take away all weapons from Momo and tie her up. Shoto is worrying that they are coming and roar AF mess at the moment. Bakugo, can we flee the country? I know they are not too ordered, but I have nothing for Thim. Also I think she will most likely choke me cause I haven't called her in as well. Izuku, oh you deserve death. Kaminari, can you guys say what the F is going on? Izuku, Shoto, Bakugo, no. Aizawa, can you three explain me why the F is Nizu doing a mess over some Hololive members coming over? He says with a mad look while obviously tired. Izuku, excuse me, but why am I being blamed for? Class 1A, Hololive. Aizawa, yeah, no need to get in a panic, but don't you three think I don't know about it? Shoto, wait, there's no way you actually do, he says, shocked but also surprised. Aizawa, believe me you three, I know about your secret girlfriends, and we end this part here. Aizawa, spilling beans. WTF. Kaminari, excuse me sensei, but what did you just say? Aizawa, the only reason this happens is because you three are having the house which BTW. You guys should get your stuff ready and get the empty rooms ready for them to stay, or what you guys have planned. Izuku, you are so dead. Shoto, and is deserved. Bakugo, can you F-airs give me hope? Izuku, I'm not doing so, you deserve it. If Ion is dying today is why are you actually, when are they getting here? Just saying SHT without actually knowing. Aizawa, today before 10 p.m., the three take out their phones to see the time and see they have 4 hours left before they get here. Izuku, alright, so we get ready, prepare food for them because something tells me they are gonna be hungry, but who cooks? Bakugo, Shoto, you. Izuku, F off, okay, so I cook, you guys prepare the rooms and just get the gifts hidden, and Bakugo, prepare the projector in my room to play the video of the KFP cause I know she will kiss him over this, and seeing him be kissed is the best thing ever. Shoto, you F beaches. Bakugo, shut up, I'm just getting my revenge. Shoto, for Bakugo, for forcing me to give her a cutting board. Why are you always against her? Shoto, FBI, Izuku. Aizawa, shut it. They kick them into the living room. Izuku, you two get working while I cook. Aizawa, now as for all of you, I will give you a quick rundown of the chaos. This three have people coming for a while to then leave with them to a house Nizu got for the three. To even simplify even more, this people hold dear to Midoriya, Bakugo and Todoroki, and is the same the other way around. To simplify even more cause the F Ritter is getting lazy out of nowhere. Evan, F not again. Aizawa, they are the girlfriends of the three. Uraraka, wait, plural. Aizawa, yes, just because I feel like pissing them off even more. They're 3 ways and 4 ways. Kaminari, wait, they are dating 2 GI. Toru, is one of them dating 3 girls. The class slowly starts to break apart as Izuku is set off while cooking the food cause of Aizawa doing this to him, but in a way, it's necessary for them to know the havoc that was to come. They would have learned one way or the other, so we could say it was for the better of those 3 as they really have struggles when it comes to their relationships, is not in a bad sense. Is more of the sense this 3 can be so chaotic their girlfriends could join them in the havoc, only making it worse. Jairu, sensei, you seem to know a lot about this, why is that? Aizawa, I had a talk with the mothers of those 3 and all of them accidentally mentioned how someone helped them before UA getting them on a better condition than they are at the moment. I found it interesting the mention of this, so after seeing Midoriya go to one of his dates, spotting Bakugo being angry over some comments and seeing Todoroki discuss with someone in a call who he was calling Dad, and the person seemed annoyed about it, I pieced it all together, realizing who they were, and now here we are. Izuku, see, you say it on your own. Shoto, shut up. Kirishima, anything else we need to know of them? Aizawa, you all heard they are Hololive members, right? Class 1A, yeah, I was not expecting that. Is interesting to hear this, Aizawa. Well, I'll tell you who they are since you're gonna meet them either way. Let's start with Midoriya, who as far as I know is the one who's, you could say, the main one of the three, from Gen 0, Hashimachi Suisei, quirkless but due to her life but has multiple personalities, noticeable in her streams. Quirkless but due to her life but has multiple personalities, noticeable in her streams. Tsuyu, is that why they call her sociopath? Uraraka, I think that now makes sense, and second one is part of Hololive gamers, and some new viewers may think she's from Gen 2, but it is understandable due to them debuting the same year. Nikomata Okeu, quirk should be obvious, and if you ask you are being sent to preschool classes for a month, quirk should be obvious, and if you ask you are being sent to preschool classes for a month, everyone look at Aizawa. I'm not even joking, a Pikachu started to sweat bullets after hearing this Aizawa. We move to Bakugo, whose girlfriends are from the same generation, Gen 3 member, Yuroha Rashaya. The class stares at him, not believing the irony. Match made in heaven, quirk being necromancer, rarely used, but it became her brand due to how unique something like this is and due to it sounding like something out of a fantasy story. Kaminari, well, that was the focus of her gen, right? Zero, yeah, now I wonder who's the other girl. Aizawa, next one is Household Marine. Aizawa, next one is Household Marine. Kaminari, EYYO. Shoji, the corny pirate with Bakugo. Tokoyami, talk about unexpected. Aizawa, quirk is turbulent, anything that is to vibrate or shake the human body will have less effect on her. Her heterochromia is from BRTH. Toru, she's a perfect counter for that guy from the provisional exam. Mina, the one that looked like Midori. Toru, yeah, that one. Aizawa, we go to Todoroki's, whose case is the same as Bakugo, but there's one more to it. Kaminari, oh yes, sensei did say one had three. Aizawa, we have for starters the member of Gen 1, Shirokami Fubuki, quirk is Arctic Fox, name says it all, but she also has ice manipulation, ideal to work with Todoroki. Quirk is Arctic Fox, name says it all, but she also has ice manipulation, ideal to work with Todoroki. Mina, and another match made in heaven. Aizawa, next two are from the same gen as said before, which are from the first gen of Hololive EN, starting with Todoroki's dad, Mori Calliope. Starting with Todoroki's dad, Mori Calliope, quirk is death god, not much more to say. Mina, DMN Todoroki. Kirishima, he sure chooses the girls properly, but why call her dad? Kaminari, as far as I know is a joke of the EN Gen 1 cause of how she acts with all of them, so I guess she also acts like a dad to Tadubro. Shoji, it would make sense unless is some sort of weird KNK. They all decide to shake that last comment off, including Shoji, who regretted it seconds later. Aizawa, and lastly we have Takanashi Kiera, quirk is Phoenix, lets her body become flames, and unless her body is deepened in water, she can't die. Quirk is Phoenix, lets her body become flames, and unless her body is deepened in water, she can't die. Most likely not even aging can kill her, but no one knows. Mina, okay, this one comes as a surprise. Uraraka, raise your hands if you thought it was Ina. Everyone raises it. Aizawa, think his relationship with Kali plays a huge role, but still. Toru, sensei, you seem to know a lot about Hololive. Aizawa, what makes you say that? Toru, you described us more stuff than I expected. Is there a why? Aizawa suddenly has flashbacks to watching Coco teaching English to Miko, her explaining Asakoko and the how to use it, and lastly that one time she almost had an orgasm from seeing Kiryu in Yakuza 7 to then snap back to reality. Aizawa, you do not need to worry about it. Toru, okay. Izuku, you done exposing us? Aizawa, yes. Izuku, he sighs angrily, god damn this world. Shoto, I don't even want to look at you all. Bakugo, I hate you, you one-legged caterpillar. Aizawa, excuse me, I have one normal leg and a metallic leg. The Three Musketeer don't care. Aizawa, okay, now that you three are done beaching about it, get ready to welcome your girlfriends because I'm not dealing with this SHT. Izuku, I'm the one dealing with this too, so don't come at me with bullshit. He continues cooking. Bakugo, hey, is not that bad. Comes downstairs with Shoto. Izuku, stop thinking that you're good. Bakugo, AIGHTUF, shut up and stop acting like our leader. Izuku, I may prove you some little vegetable can hurt somebody, come here beach. He says, grabbing a flaming pan as he rushes out of the kitchen. Bakugo, OHSHI, Shoto, run FR. Or your butt will look like me. Bakugo, hell no. He starts running away from him. Izuku, following behind with the pan. Shoto, and I can go steal some food. Izuku, steal some food and I will give you another burn mark. UF. Shoto, silent, ya not dying today. Aizawa, you guys better not cause some chaos with this girls here. He starts leaving, don't annoy me or I will kill you. Got some what aim to watch. Shoto and the class just see their teacher leave as they all turn to Shoto and he looks back to them as they stay silent looking at each other for a whole 17 seconds before someone finally speaks. Kirishima, so, Kaminari, do you like calling her dad or? Shoto, she's a better dad than F Endeavor and she doesn't even have a pour so I know, they are here. We see Izuku, Bakugo, and Shoto laying down in the couch tired as SHT at the moment due to them working HRD on calming each other and getting ready for their girlfriends to arrive as they know the class wonders how things will be. Even if they find themselves alone, they know the class will have questions for them and that some will most likely hear the chaos that is about to go down with the three strongest members of their class. Izuku, so all of you ready? Bakugo, not at all. Shoto, I'm surprised Yugu agreed. Izuku, Nath is a really nice guy to the point he even thanked us for being with the girls, don't you remember? Bakugo, yeah, in all honesty we should be the one thanking him for not minding it. Shoto, well remember how some of the girls were before Hololive. Izuku has helped some of the girls the most, especially Suisei. Bakugo, you understood her the best so that's why I'm not even surprised both of you ended up dating. If anything I was expecting you to tell me. Izuku, Hizuri, but you have to remember me and you weren't on the best of terms before UA, well it took until we beat each other to actually be in good terms, he says with a chuckle coming out of him. Shoto, still though have to accept they helped us a lot in life. Izuku, yeah, even if me breaking my bones and you negating to use your fire in the sports festival made them mad. Shoto, I watched Fubuki's reaction to it on her stream after the sports festival. She muted to cry seeing me finally use it. Izuku, it really meant a lot to her to help you out, same with Kiera and your dad. Shoto, okay you just ruined the tension of our talk, he says with a mad face. Izuku, hee sorry. Bakugo, still though, we have to accept across the first year we almost gave them many heart attacks to them. Izuku, I think me mostly. Shoto, Bakugo, yeah no SHT. Shoto, you were the one who fought in Island, the Hasaikai raid. Nabu. Bakugo, and then there's the mess we were all part of. Izuku, Bakugo, Shoto, oh boy. Izuku, well we get to at least spend time with them. Shoto, yeah. Bakugo, makes me happy. Shoto, usually those word would be weird cuz is you were talking about but I am used to it. Izuku, so what should we do? There's still half an hour till they get here. Shoto, sing. The three look at each other as they know the only one who would sing will be Shoto since he's the one with the better voice, but at the end of all the three sing. Bakugo and Izuku's voice may not be the best but they can sing but is nothing like Shoto who could probably become a professional singer. The three end up turning on the TV to put YouTube and choose a song to sing which leads to this. Shoto, so what do I start with? Izuku, you're the one singing, don't ask me. Bakugo, just sing whatever you want. Shoto, okay then. He quickly looks up the song as it starts. Izuku, well this SHT is about to be wild. Bakugo, facts. He says grinning in an evilish way. Let's take a moment and break the ice so my intentions are known. See I pity in watching you suffer. I know the feeling of being met alone. I got a storybook of my own. Don't you see I am your pride agent of wealth bearer of needs and you know it's right I am. Your war arming the strong aiding the weak know me by name shepherd of fire well I can promise you paradise no need to serve on your knees and when you're lost in the darkest of hours take a moment and tell me who you see won't tell ya who not to be now you know I am your pride agent of wealth bearer of needs and you know it's right I am your war arming the strong aiding the weak know me by name shepherd of fire. The rift goes off as Izuku starts to mimic it while Bakugo is just head banging. While grinning disciple of the cross and champion in suffering immerse yourself into the kingdom of redemption pardon your mind through the chains of the divine make way, the shepherd of fire through the ages of time I've been known for my hate but I'm a dealer of simple choices for me it's never too late I am your pride agent of wealth bearer of needs and you know it's right, cause I am your war arming the strong aiding the weak I am your wrath I am your guilt I am your lust and you know. It's right I am your love I am your stall I am your trust know me by name shepherd of fire. Izuku, let's go. I'm feeling pumped. Bakugo, God I want to play the drums so badly now. Shoto, SHT that song is amazing. I till remember when I heard it for the first time. Izuku, in what was it? Origins or their album. Shoto, album, he says, giving them a symbol of peace. Bakugo, nice. Izuku, genuinely Call of Duty Zombie is a guilty pleasure of mine nowadays, but it's amazing. Shoto, yeah, I actually got into A7X because of Call of the Dead. Bakugo, in all honesty, F Activision, but those games from back then are amazing to say the least. Izuku, okay, with the social comment out of our talk, who's next? The three continued singing and enjoying their time for the next 30 minutes, just enjoying their time and having fun. But when they saw the time had come for them to receive their girlfriends, as they all smile, realizing the good humor they find themselves. So they will put it to use to welcome their girlfriends with the best of attitude. So Yue, huh? Genuinely never expected to end up here, even with him here. Suisei, you're being too harsh on yourself again. Suisei, sorry booty mean, I'm not lying. Okay, I hard to calm you down when that happens, that's why I said it. Suisei, hi, you too okay? Suisei, yeah, okay, don't worry. Also, how are you? Rashaya? Rashaya, doing good, but, sigh. I'm kinda worried with how he'll react at seeing me. Last thing that happened last call between the two was a fight, but Marine says is not that problematic. Marine, he would be worried cause he hasn't called you in like 3 months, but we do understand he has a tight schedule. I's kinda the same here. So in summary, we all miss them. Rashaya, I have not heard of him in this past 3 months, so you tell me. Now let's just calm down. Something tells me they are coming here, so let's just say hi with all our energy. Kiera, not all have the same amount of energy as you. Kiera, I know, but still. Callie, did Shoto told you much more about the house thingy he messaged us about? Rashaya, degree house. Marine, oh, I knew I forgot to tell Lyuo something after the stream. Rashaya, what did you forgot? Deadpan tone. Marine, Katsuki and the guys were able to get a house and he gave me a hint, and is a symbolic place for Deku. Suisei, symbolic. Okay, wait, does he mean Takoba Beach? Suisei, I think so. The girls suddenly hear a noise in the distance as they look in front of them to see they are almost at the entrance of UA, where they spot the Three Musketeers singing while dancing, which Izuku outstands in this field due to his combat ways while they sing I'm Still Standing, by Elton John. The three stop for a second as they turn around to spot their girlfriend, with Izuku, eyes widening with a smile, Shoto gaining a huge smile on his face, and Bakugo having a peaceful look with a small smile as the three go to the girl, who also smiles seeing their boyfriends in person, as they also smile seeing them, when all of a sudden a gust of wind happens as Izuku is next to Okeu and Suisei and deactivates his quirks before hugging both, easily making them realize his muscularity and height has grown yet again. Okeu says, there's gonna be a point where people will give you a weird look for dating us and you being so tall. But while they don't disturb my happiness, and Suisei's, then I don't care, she says while hugging him back. Suisei, is good to see you again. Izuku also hugs him back, smiling. Shoto, hugging Fubuki from behind, smiling, hello girls. Kiera, hey Shoto. She hugs him as she gives him some kisses before calming down. Callie, why hello Shoto. Shoto, hey dad, missed me? He said as he looks at her, smiling. Callie, she looks away, angry but blushing, don't call me that. Shoto, sad face, here it comes. Callie, baka, Shoto, been a while since you last called me that. Callie, don't expect it again. Fubuki, stuck there in shock, just looking around due to how surprising Shoto's hug was. Bakugo, hugs Marine, well, what did the ocean brought to me again? Marine, good to see you again. Katsuki, hugs him while looking at him with a smug smile. Rashaya, sad face, is he mad at me? I a bit upset cause he didn't even bother saying hi to her. Bakugo, I'm not, he says as a smile comes to him as he lets go of Marine to go to Rashaya and pick her up. Rashaya, getting a bit mad about it, looking pretty with that smile won't save you. Bakugo, oh. His smile stops as a smirk comes to him, then what about a kiss? Rashaya, eh. He gives her a deep kiss as Rashaya starts blushing from how unexpected it was as she kisses him back with a longing to smile. Bakugo, sad face, and this, ladies and gentlemen, how you stop your girlfriend from killing you, or maybe it was a lucky shot, and we end this part here. This used to be our normal mornings. We see a Greeneat waking up after the long day that was yesterday. He starts to open his eyes as he feels something holding his arm and sees the light of his bathroom on, light that he swears to have turned off. He turns to where he feels the weight to spot a smiling Suisei holding onto him, smiling, also bringing a smile to him as he's happy to see her again. plus this is the first time since him getting back from Island that he gets to sleep with her, as it had become common for him to sleep with her in particular. Reason to be explained in a later part. He turns to the shower as he figures it must be okay, but the surprise grows even bigger the moment she opens a door and blush covers Izuku, who can only stare at her. He turns to the shower as he figures it must be okay, but the surprise grows even bigger the moment she opens a door and blush covers Izuku, who can only stare at her. Okay, oh morning Izuku. Izuku gulps at the sighting as his blush grows even bigger than before. Izuku, hi, okay, oh don't be shy. She walks up to him and crawls up to the bed until she's on top of Izuku as she whispers, you know there's no need to worry about it. Because I love you. She blows a kiss into his ear. Izuku, internal intense corny screeching, why is she teasing me this badly? Suisei. Izuku flinches as he looks at Suisei, who seems to be staring into his soul with a smile that creeps him out for a second before he realizes the looks are because she's jealous of Okayu at the moment. Izuku, yes. Suisei, you see, the look slowly vanishes. Izuku, go on. Suisei, Edo, Izuku, I was thinking on doing something but you seem to want to tell me something, so, Suisei, what did you want to do? Izuku, this. He quickly gives a kiss on the lips to Suisei. Suisei stays there frozen in the unexpected kiss Izuku just gave her as Okayu giggles, seeing her reaction while still being on top of Izuku, laying her head on his chest and snuggling into it. Her cat side really is coming out at the moment. We see a blonde boy laying down in his bed as he opens his eyes and feels weight in both sides of his, one holding onto his back and the other one gripping his shirt from the front. This makes him look around as he sees Marine holding onto his back, squishing her chest onto his back, which at this point he's used to this. But the bit of a surprise to him is the position he's in with Rashaya, who simply is smiling while still sleeping with not much more to her other than cute sleeping face. Bakugo, aha, good old morning, like before I got trapped by the LOV, he says as he turns around a bit and gets both girls between his arms. Marine, ahuha. Bakugo turns to her. Marine, someone seems to enjoy this. Marine, someone seems to enjoy this. Bakugo, he pulls her patch and lets it hit her again. Marine, OW. Bakugo, sorry but you know I don't like seeing you use that patch. Marine, I know but still. She sobs her eye a bit. Rashaya, what are you two doing? Marine, you better not be doing some insensitive things to him. Marine, what makes you think I would? She says as he hand starts going up Bakugo's abs. Rashaya, no. She hits her hand but also hits Bakugo. Bakugo, ow. Rashaya, don't start, you've taken hits from Deku of all people. Bakugo, so. Rashaya, so that little hit shouldn't be much for you. She says, getting up her bed and sitting there smiling. Bakugo just looks at her as he starts screaming, internally staring at Rashaya. Bakugo just looks at her as he starts screaming, internally staring at Rashaya. Rashaya, something wrong? Bakugo, not really, just overloaded on cuteness. Oh god, he says, covering his eyes while smirking. Marine, sad face while he's playing his cards really well. She says as she looks at Rashaya blushing. On another room we can see a bicolored haired boy laying down on his futon, surrounded with little chances of escaping out of his place as he feels himself tangled as a white tail has his left leg held tightly while also hugging his left arm, as on top of his chest we can see a bunch of pink hair which also covers a bit of his face while someone else holds onto his right arm, keeping her face insanely close to his. Shoto, well this is my life, EY. Kiera, got a problem with it. She says as she yawns while smiling. Shoto, morning, Kiera, morning show, she says as she gets nearer to him and almost gives him a kiss on the lips, but he turns a bit before it. Ah. Why don't you let me? Shoto, so it can happen like last time when you ended up making out with me for like 30 minutes straight. Kiera, come on, you liked it a lot. She says, smiling sheepishly while booping his nose. Shoto, sad face, can't argue there. Still though, Callie is on top of me and Fubuki next to me. Callie, what the F are you two screaming about? She says, still sleepy as hell. Shoto, that I still remember that day I walked into your apartment when you had no pants. Callie, shut up. She says, a bit mad but still sleepy. Shoto, honestly I only remember it cause I think it was Bakugo who brought it up. Callie, I see, so I'll have to kill a man. Shoto, you don't have to worry that much. Kiera, come on, don't let it get to you that much. You know you love that happened. I bet you wanted him to get sliced. Her head in half, but her head quickly turns into flames and goes back to her normal form, revealing a smug smile from her. Callie, sitting on Shoto's chest while staring at Kiera. Really embarrassed, do not say that ever. Shoto just looks at this a bit flustered as he looks to his left and sees Fubuki. Shoto just looks at this a bit flustered as he looks to his left and sees Fubuki. Shoto, yeah, is better if we let it play out. Fubuki giggles a bit but still nervous. Is good to wake up next to you again. Shoto, same here. Fubu really missed this. We now see all of them walking down the stairs, meeting there and talking to each other as they all stretch and some bone crack from Izuku. Bakugo, my man is breaking bones again. Izuku, fu, Suisei. Bakugo, what have you teached him in this past months? Bakugo, absolutely, definitely nothing. Suisei, you know our lives may seem like an anime but this isn't an anime, you know. She says, slowly taking out a knife. Izuku, calm down, no need to shank a beach. He says, taking away the knife. Suisei, no, my knife. Okay, is not that bad, just keep yourself calm. Callie, should we really just go like this? We're in a dorm complex with other students here, I don't feel like we should just be going around. Kiera, oh, don't get like that, we're just here for a little bit then we're leaving. Fubuki, yeah, but I find it a bit worrying because of us being here and the presence of people we don't know, we may annoy some is what I'm getting at. Shoto, don't worry about it, most of this class is pretty chill. Rashaya, and who isn't? T3M, Momo Yamamo Ponytail. The girls just look at them, simply not understanding but just following their word as it's their only source of knowledge about what Class 1A is like in school. Is this guys who usually exaggerate or don't even care about stuff sometimes. So they either trust them or learn on their own. Once downstairs, the first thing they is their classmates stretching and wondering how things will be today. It was a long weekend so the guys had 3 days free counting last day, but they really seemed to be more awake than the guys could have expected at all. Izuku, isn't it Saturday? Why are you guys all awake? They all turn to Izuku to see Bakugo and Shoto with their girlfriends, making many of their eyes to widen seeing the girlfriends of their friends and also seeing the idols some of them love a lot. Shoto, I think they wanted to meet the girls. Bakugo, they definitely did. Everyone goes to them as Izuku. Bakugo and Shoto make a perimeter to stop the guys from jumping their girlfriends as everyone wants a word with them, either for their job at Hololive or their relationship with the most op beaches of class. Toru, what is it like to be in a date with Todoroki? Kiera, amazing, especially when he lets himself kiss in the mouth. Laughing face. Shoto, not happening anytime soon. Kiera, ah. Mina, is the broccoli as yuke as he seems? Izuku, ah, fu. Suisei, can't confirm. Okay, I think we shouldn't answer that, she says with a small sweat drop. Kaminari, has Bakugo call you the P word? Bakugo, you are dead before 12:23 p.m. Rashaya, remembers their first meeting and first date, ha 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 ha, when has he not? When has he not? Izuku's past one too, the BLD Jade. Oh yeah. You guys know how long this stories are cause it says the time remaining to finish F. How did you all met? Kiera, I'm not really one that should say this but finally the reasonable question. Shoto, you say it like you don't play dumb most of the time. Kiera, good point. Bakugo, who starts? Izuku, rock paper scissors. Shoto, sure. Callie, finally they are solving things like real men. She says sarcastically. Izuku, I'm expecting to lose and get hit by a fire and explosive smack from both. Bakugo, no, is just normal lazy SHT we have to do. Shoto, Izuku, they look at each other, sure. The guys proceeded to have rock paper scissors match for the next 30 minutes as they couldn't checkmate each other, they constantly got the same set. After the other one. There was hype but it stopped after the 7th match and the guys started to bet on who was going to lose first while Callie felt rather disappointed over this, so much so she decided to take out her kazoo and play the Jeopardy thinking music in said kazoo. Bakugo, Shoto, Izuku, rock paper scissors. Shoot. Izuku ends up getting paper with both Shoto and Bakugo getting scissors. Izuku, NOO. Bakugo, Shoto, yes. Fu. The two end up looking at Izuku while celebrating but slowly stop seeing his saddened expression, making them remember something. Izuku never had an easy life in the past, if anything, his is most likely the most painful of the three. Shoto looks at Suisei and Okeu, who also noticed this look of his sad expression over the previously brought up question. Shoto, Izuku, if you don't want to we can, Izuku, not hey have to learn and. I mean it was about time they did, right? Bakugo, Deku, Izuku, looks Kakanivi told you this so many times, you are the least guilty of all but let's just start. Many find themselves confused while looking at Izuku whose face now looks dead as it looked back when he was going seinen on them losing that natural charm of his in change of facing his opponent. Izuku narrating to the class at this point all of you know about what exactly my past is, well at least a bit, you all know that I am Izuku Midoriya and that I turned out to be the successor of All Might himself, but what exactly was I to people prior to this? Simple. A failure, a mistake, a fluke, an item they could mess with. I was just an object to them, nothing else but a piece of trash that should be burning, their toy that they would throw away the moment they saw a little scrap on. I may seem to be over-exaggerating but, that was just my life back then. It first started with me being declared quirkless. From that point on you can guess the misery began for me, but what was there before it? Simply happy family of 3 with my father and mother on a simple apartment, happy moment after the other, enjoyment like no other, my father loving me and my mom being proud of her happy son and me being just a person who was growing in life and just wanted to grow and enjoy. I was happy. But it was too much, or so did God or whoever the hell made me like this thought, that's when I was declared quirkless. It started with school and students laughing at me while my teachers tried to defend me but failed at it. The starting point of all was Kaken, but it wasn't major, it wasn't much compared to what was to come. Not only that but, 2 weeks after it, I couldn't sleep because my parents used to discuss for hours with my dad only expressing pure hatred for me and being quirkless. Every night whenever I went to my room I could hear it. Inko, he's just a kid. What the hell are you thinking doing throwing him out of the house? Not only that but he's your kid. She suddenly gets slapped. Hisashi, he stopped being my son the moment he turned out to be as much of a mistake as thinking you could be useful at all in life you beach. Inko, so what was your point with all of this then? Why marry a useless woman? You wanted to have a kid only for more power to have more money for your own stuff. Hisashi, so what if I did? What is the problem if my goal was to use you? I know you wouldn't even dare to do anything towards me because guess who owns this place? Guess who has this place at his name? It was the same every night. In the mornings there was only laugh after laugh and sometimes I could hear my dad say how this is what I deserved. By the time I was out of preschool, Kaken was already planning on moving out of the city to go to a different place in school. In a way I saw it as a saving grace but it was also the beginning of a worse nightmare. Year after year, month after month, day after day laughs, humiliations, public beatdowns. All in front of heroes, teachers, policemen, none of them ever did anything about all that was happening to me. I ended up suffering physical trauma making me struggle in just moving from my severe injuries and agony. On my house, things were just as bad if not worse as my mom was always working doing her best to keep this house standing while Hisashi just stayed there doing nothing for days just beating me and my mom, screaming at me for being a failure and nothing else, forcing me to do the heavy work and even making me buy him stuff like drags and much more. He even sometimes called the cops on me to try and get rid of me saying that the drags were all mine but I always was let go due to me not having a single speck of drags in my system. I was kicked around non-stop, bullied terribly by people, hated for being myself and just living but in my first year of middle school, there was a moment I became more of a feared person than anything the day I got this scar. Izuku reveals to the class his abdomen leaving everyone confused for a second before Izuku removes a piece of fake skin revealing a horrible scar on his abdomen made by what seems to be multiple stings. It was just another day on school and my principal called up for me and my parents. When this happened, first thing he realized was the tension with my family and he quickly deduced the reason behind it felt on Hisashi of all people. The talk passed and what I didn't knew is that my dad was high. My dad in an outrage used his quirk and ended up killing the principal to the surprise of everyone. They all called for pro-heroes but because they said the name Midoriya, most pro-heroes nearby only thought of it as the usual occurrence, so they never came. My dad went on a rampage and killed 32 students and hurt around 100 of them, most of them with a glass bottle he got from the principal's office and things were only escalating. That's the moment he put my mother's life on the line. As a result I needed to step in, I needed to do something about it, so I went in and try and fight him. As a result I got multiple cuts on my arms which ended with me having a permanent twitchy right hand thing that I've always hid as, my intense training is the why my arm is like this. Legs were scrapped, but lastly, that's when he stabbed me in the abdomen. It wasn't just one time but in total 5 times, damaging part of my intestine. But once he thought he had killed me and laughed about it, I could only see faces of disbelief and sudden shock over my condition. It was frustrating, 8 years of agony, and just now do people decide to care for me. It enraged me, it blinded me, it made me blow up in pure madness. That's when I took out the bottle from my abdomen still bleeding and I rushed at my dad with whatever strength was left in me. "Uraraka, did you?" "Izuku, yeah, all for one wasn't my first bullet, was Hisashi." There was a silence from the whole class that just looked at Izuku. His friend wasn't just someone who agonized. He killed his own father, if you could even call him that, and this quickly made them remember about a news article that Jairu quickly found as she remembered it a lot. An article talking of a father rampaging over their son's behavior in a school which resulted with the heroes accidentally killing the aggressor. Whoever covered this action from Izuku was either as a good person or because he was menaced, and the truth only us the readers can know, is that he did it for Izuku and his safety. Izuku, I always seemed the cheerful type, the good type, one that wouldn't hurt someone. Into this point booty just couldn't. That time I was tired, I was done, I was hating this world. Hell, I remember telling the cops that arrived to kill me. Auriadai, no one knew how to react to this. They were in blind shock that the quirkless kid just killed his father and even asked to be killed in front of everyone. I hate remembering my past because it was mostly agonizing. It was a nightmare like no other, something I simply despised. I would like to call myself lucky sometimes, but I don't deserve it. I got here in this face because of so much messed up stuff, and I just can't be called a normal person, someone who just can. The reason I laugh about Liv's cruelty towards other is because all I've seen myself is a way to free out my deepest hatred towards myself. Me enjoying my life to the fullest since I defeated all for one is me praying in the name of everyone who believes in me that I can still live this life I achieved after so much agony. And, he looks towards both Okayu and Suisei, whose reactions show how much they hate to remember knowing all of this, understanding all this agony of his like it happened down the line, but the how it ended up paying off. I really wouldn't be the person of today if it wasn't for me meeting both Suisei and Okayu. I don't think I would be human. This got really depressing and I may apologize. I did say it does have some really sad past for them, but due to where the story takes place, you guys already know they had a happy ending of their own. Don't think any of them is saving, by the way. Everyone has a depressing past, even the prideful and strong Bakugo. So yeah, see you all. The Musketeer's Secret Girlfriends. You read it. This is cancelled cause I can't seemingly go anywhere with it, but I just want it here so people can at least read one of my oldest stories and see that I have somehow grown a bit, but I'm still in the F-up humor and insane stories, so there that. But yeah, if you guys wanna adopt it, go ahead, I don't mind, just at least send me a link to my DMs so I can check yours out, laughing face. And I'ma leave all this pictures here. And I'ma leave all this pictures here. Unos cuantos pa los latinos, unos cuantos pa los latinos, unos cuantos pa los latinos. Now see ya. Now see ya.